Hello everyone, welcome to Vicar David's 60-second slot. This Ascension day, this day that we remember 40 days after Easter, that Jesus goes back to his Father, goes back to heaven, and that marks the end of his appearing to his disciples, just as 40 days before Easter marks the start of looking to Easter in Lent. But at Ascension, we're thinking of Jesus going back to heaven. And of course, people in Jesus' day thought about that in terms of going up, because I'm sure if you've been in an aeroplane, you know that you go up and you see more and more and more of the world as you go higher and higher. And people in Jesus' day would have known that, but they'd have gone up a mountain or a hill and they would have seen more and more of the world as the higher up they went. So to take in the whole of creation was seen as ascending. But Jesus is essentially going back to heaven, so that he doesn't stay in one place and one time, but instead being at heaven. If we think of heaven as being at the heart of all things, then Jesus is at the very heart of all things, including our own beings. So we can always speak to Jesus, we can always listen to Jesus speak to us. Jesus has gone back to heaven, and heaven takes us in with it. And when Jesus goes back to heaven, he gives his disciples what we call the Great Commission, to send God's love to the whole world, to preach the gospel to all nations, and to baptize everyone in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. And that Great Commission is for us to then carry out into all the world, to follow Jesus's instructions. We all need instructions, don't we, at some time in our lives? I remember when I first started to drive, I just had a steering wheel, and then I saw lots of dials and buttons, and I didn't know what any of them were. And without an instructor next to me, they'd have been just as incomprehensible as the flight deck of the cockpit of a Boeing 747 jet. But because I had an instructor who gave me those directions what to do, then I was able to learn how to drive. The same with a swimming instructor, a sports coach, a football coach. We need someone telling us what to do. And Jesus's instructions to us this Ascension day, as any day, but particularly today, as we think of Jesus going back into heaven so that he can take us with him at the heart of all things, is simply this: to take God's love out into all the world. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.